We begin with a look outside. Our left and right views now showing us, at least some beautiful blue skies, a little bit of cloud cover right now. But of course, we are dealing with those sweltering conditions today, and tomorrow will be some of the hottest days of the summer. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shalima Maharaj. Now, thankfully, after that heat, there is some moisture and a cool down on the way. I know, some good news. Let's check in now with Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen for a closer look at that, a cool down.
Yeah, we've got a high temperature of 88 on the board here coming up in the middle of the week. So that is what we call a cool down these days. But today it was hotter than the Tasmanian devil on Taco Tuesday out there. It was a hot one. There are some clouds out there to the west. Once again, that's the monsoon moisture coming into the mountains. Right now it's 96 degrees here at the 9 News studios, 98 at Central Park and Centennial, and 97 out at the big airport. Here are the current temperatures across the rest of the area. It's 100 in Greeley and also up in the Pawnee National Grasslands in New Raymer. Lots of hot temperatures across the board. We're also watching kind of a different weather pattern going on the mountains. There are some monsoon showers still out there, not covering a lot of ground, but those ones that are out there pretty heavy in spots. We do have one flash flood warning in the Ferris burn scar right now, as that's been hit twice already today. And here's the temperatures for tomorrow. We got a lot of hundos on the board, triple digits all across the eastern plains and the Front Range. Denver has a very good shot here at 100 coming up tomorrow. That's why we have another weather impact alert, just to keep your focus on the fact that this is just a little bit unusual high temperatures to deal with. And then there's that cool down for you. 88 for a high on Thursday. That's right about normal for this time of year, but man, we'll take it for sure. And this is awesome. We've got some rain chances coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll detail that coming up in the full forecast. Shalima.
Thanks so much for that, Corey. Well, the Aspen Acres fire has surpassed 100,000 acres. The Custer County Sheriff's Office shared these photos showing the damage left behind as crews continue to battle. Right now, it is 61% contained. Meanwhile, the Gold Mountain fire near Ouray has burned more than 37,000 acres, and it remains 13% contained. In an update today, crews said while the storms can help increase moisture in the area, lightning, brief heavy rains, and strong gusting winds are all some pretty big safety concerns. Well, tomorrow morning, the Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control is honoring Nicholas Dale, the Canadian helicopter pilot who died while fighting the Gold Mountain fire. According to a longtime friend, the 56-year-old launched his flying career in Australia. Tomorrow's procession will start at 7 a.m. in Montrose, and Dale's body will be escorted along eastbound I-70 to DIA. The community is invited to watch the procession and to pay their final respects. Well, protesters were back outside the ICE detention center in Aurora today, days after one of them was shot by an employee of the company that operates the facility. They were there to stand in solidarity with Emma Landis. The 21-year-old says she was outside the building on Thursday for a protest. She and a friend were walking away from the building when she says they encountered some workers. Landis told 9 News Investigates Kevin Vaughn after they exchanged words, one of the officers fired a single shot, striking her in the foot.
He pretty much was saying that if he intended to shoot me, he would have done it. He would have actually shot me. And that felt like, okay, so you did intend to shoot me because you did shoot me. And now I'm in the situation that I'm in.
To voice their own outrage, to talk about the experience, and to let the community know what happened here on Thursday. So that's why they are here, that's why we are here as well, to kind of let Aurora know that this is occurring in their backyards, in our community.
Brandon Booth, an employee of Geo Group, was arrested. On Saturday, he was being held on $500,000 bail on suspicion of attempted second-degree murder. He's due in court on Wednesday. That is when prosecutors are expected to file formal criminal charges. Well, an investigation is underway after a shooting in Broomfield last month left one man dead. Police were called out to a home along Flint Way near West 120th Avenue and State Highway 128 for reports of a man with a knife. Soon after arrival, that man was shot and killed. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now. And Rachel, neighbors are telling you right now that this just shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, neighbors identified the victim as Morris Selden. While they knew he dealt with mental health challenges, they say he was beloved in their neighborhood, thoughtful and caring. Now, they want answers from police about why he was shot.
It's surreal. We keep expecting him to come walking up the driveway.
After living next door to Morris Selden for more than a decade, it's hard for Scott and Kate Tackett to believe he's gone.
He was a big fixture in our neighborhood. He was outside a lot. He was a gentle giant.
And gone too soon. Morris's family called 911 on June 26th. He was agitated, angry, and holding a knife. Dispatchers were told he's on the autism spectrum.
Yes, over and over. And when the police arrived. And they never acknowledged it one time.
It was the first thing said to officers on the scene.
Please don't shoot him. He's mental illness.
Everybody is away from him.
He was extremely agitated, but also you could tell he was very confused and scared.
His family was close by, his 86-year-old mom right behind Morris in the house. Officers drew weapons quickly, one a taser, the others with guns.
Hey, Morris, can you please drop the knife for us?
Police asked Morris to talk to them. He told them he didn't have shoes on.
While trying to comply and follow directions, the tasers hit him. He was on his way down and was shot as he was falling.
Scott and Kate say that same bullet hit Morris's mom, injuring her. Broomfield PD has not confirmed that.
It was an absolute egregious use of lethal force. And the end result is that a man is dead. And it didn't have to happen.
They say they don't understand why police shot Morris, saying he needed mental health supports, not a bullet.
No, I don't believe he was a threat to a single person.
Now, Scott and Kate are coming together with their neighbors and calling for transparency and accountability from police after the shooting and improved mental health supports in hopes the next person in crisis gets the mental health supports they believe Morris deserved. We reached out to Broomfield Police about this story, but have not yet heard back. The 17th Judicial District Critical Incident Response Team has taken over the shooting investigation. Kate and Scott say they're planning to take this to the Broomfield City Council meeting in August, keeping the push for justice at the forefront of the community's mind. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
All right, thanks so much for that, Rachel. Well, Denver police are investigating a couple of shootings today, including one that turned deadly. Denver police posted about a shooting near North Columbine Street and East 11th Avenue just before 10 o'clock this morning. 2 people were taken to the hospital with injuries. One of them, an adult male, died. Denver police say that they are now investigating the shooting as a homicide. Anyone with information is urged to call Denver Metro Crime Stoppers. Well, before that, at 1 a.m., 2 people were shot at East 12th and Trenton Street. Police say one was an older juvenile boy and the other was a man. Police have not shared the extent of their injuries. So far, no one is in custody. Well, a Denver judge has dismissed a lawsuit over unpaid work at the now closed Riot House Denver nightclub. The suit was originally filed last December, alleging that 2 companies associated with the concept did not pay $80,000 on a $700,000 contract. The 2 companies, Riot Hospitality Group and Montfort Co., filed motions separating themselves from the club. Last week, a judge agreed, dismissing the lawsuit against the 2, but the judge left open the option for the vendor to sue only Riot House Denver for the money.